Hello everyone and welcome to Learn Your Body. I'm Chet and I will be your guide for today's lesson, an introduction to anatomy. In this video, we are going to explore what anatomy is, how the human body is structured, and how all the parts like organ, muscles, and bones work together to keep us alive and moving. We will talk about the basic system of body, how they are organized, and why the understanding them is important for your health, movement, and daily life. So let's get started and begin our journey into amazing world of human anatomy. Now let's talk about what exactly the anatomy is. The term anatomy itself is the study of structure of the human body. It explains how our structure and how our body is made of, how each part is built and where exactly they're located. From the bones, let's say if we talk about bones, what it does, it just simply support us and the muscles that helps us move. And if you see the organs like heart, lungs and liver that keeps us alive in different ways. In anatomy, that helps understand how everything fits together. It is also includes very important organ like nervous system and vessels and even the joints and ligament that holds everything in place. In a simple word, anatomy is all about learning how it's everything inside and how it's all organized. As I mentioned it earlier, like different system. So let's start with skeleton, respiratory, muscular, circulation, digestive, nervous system. How exactly it works? What skeleton is? Skeleton is all about bone and structure, what it does. Respiratory is all about air, how it filters and how it goes out. And if you see the muscular system, we all talk about muscular system, I mean muscles. And if you see the circulatory system, we not just talk about the heart and how it works, we just all talk about like how it circulates overall in the body. And if you see the digestive system, we talk from like mouth once you eat some food and until it goes through the anal. And if you see the nervous system, how it exactly works, it's very complicated and it's very interesting to learn about. So let's talk more further. Now let's talk about one of the most important system in our body, the skeletal system. The skeletal system is made up of 206 bone in adult body. That's a lot. And this bone is a framework that supports your entire body. You can see the structure. And if you talk about the function of a skeletal system, it has five main functions. The first one is support. It gives you a shape and structure to your body. And the second one is protection. It protects the important organ like the skull that protects in the brain and the rib cage that protects the heart and lungs. The third one, if you see, the bones work with muscles and joint that helps you move. And also it helps in the fourth function is it helps to store the minerals. The bone is store important minerals like calcium and phosphorus. And the five and very important function of the skeletal system is blood cell production. Inside certain bone is the bone marrow where the blood cells are made. And the skeletal system is also divided into two parts, the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton, which includes skull, spinal cord, and rib cage. And if you see the skeletal appendicular skeleton, which includes your arm, shoulders, and all your legs and pelvic bones. So if you see the outer part, it is called appendicular. Even if you see the inside, the more about like central part is axial skeleton. And so the skeletal system is just about bones, it's about movement, protection, and survival. It is the base of everything else in our body. So now let's look at the muscular system, the system that makes movement possible. Our body has more than 600 muscles and they do much more than just help you to move. They also maintain in posture, support your joints, and even helps to produce heat. There are three different type of muscles. The first one is skeletal, second one is smooth, and third one is cardiac muscle. So let's talk about the skeletal muscle. The first one is skeletal muscle. These are the one type you can see and feel. They are attached to the bone and you are under control. The second one is smooth muscle. These are found inside your internal organs like stomach, intestine, and blood vessels. You can't control them voluntarily. And the last and very important muscles is cardiac muscle. These are found only in your heart. It works non-stop to pump your blood throughout the body. Skeletal muscles work by contracting and relaxing. They pull on bones and create a movement. That's why they also work in pair like bicep and tricep. So the muscular system is not just about the lifting weights, it's about every movement you make, every breath you take, and even how you stand or sit. So now let's look at the respiratory system. The respiratory system lets you breathe and keeps your body supplied with oxygen. What it does, the respiratory system is responsible for bringing oxygen into your body and removing carbon dioxide as a waste we breathe out. So the main organ it involves is nose and nasal cavity where the oxygen air enters, and the pharynx and larynx is also known as throat and voice box, and it leads to trachea is a windpipe. Then after it comes with primary and secondary bronchi and also tertiary and more further away. So where air leads into the lungs and finally lungs itself where the gas exchange happen. So if you think how exactly work, when you inhale the air goes down to your lungs, inside the lungs oxygen enters to the blood and the carbon dioxide is removed from the blood. That carbon dioxide is exhaled and processed repeat all day and every day. The muscle that helps to breathing is called diaphragm. It moves down when you breathe in and it moves up when you breathe out. So the without the respiratory system, your body would not get the oxygen and it needs to survive and everything would shut down. So it is simple and automatic and absolutely essential. So let's talk about the circulatory system. It is also known as cardiovascular system. It's your body transport system, moving blood, oxygen, and nutrients everywhere in the body you are needed. So the main organ it involves is heart itself. So it helps to pump the blood and keeps moving. Blood vessels, including arteries, veins, and capillaries, of course, blood itself, and what exactly it works and what exactly it does. It delivers the oxygen from the lungs to rest of the body. It removes the waste like carbon dioxide throughout the blood, and it also supplies the nutrient from the blood and helps to regulate the temperature and pH, fight the infection using white blood cell and heartbeat around 100,000 times per day, and also sending body throughout the 100,000 kilometers of blood vessels. It's enough to go around the earth more than twice. So, the circulatory system is like your body's delivery service, keeping every cell alive and working very, very properly. Now, let's dive into the digestive system, the system that turns your food into energy and nutrients for your body to can use. What exactly it does, the digestive system is responsible for breaking down the food, absorbing the nutrients, and also removing the waste from the body. The main organ it involves is start from the mouth and the food where the digestion begins when you chew the food. Then the food travels down to the esophagus into the stomach where it mixes with the acid and enzyme. From the stomach, it moves to the small intestine where most nutrients are absorbed. It enters to the large intestine where the water absorbed and the waste is formed. All the important organ includes the liver. It also helps you to produce nutrients and detoxify the harm substances. The pancreas, which also produces the digestive enzymes, and the gallbladder, which stores the bile to help the digest of fat. And the digestive system works every time you eat, turning your meal into fuel for your body and needs to move and grow and stay healthy. Let's talk about the final system for today. It is nervous system, the body control center. So nervous system is responsible for sending, receiving and processing signal throughout the body. It controls everything from your heartbeat and breathing to your thought or reflect and movement. It has two different parts. It is divided into central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is made up of brain and spinal cord, whereas the peripheral nervous system is all the nerves that branch out from the spinal cord and the rest of the body. It carries messages between your brain and your muscles, organ and skin. Your nerves work like electrical wires sending signals super fast. For example, when you touch something hot, your nerves send that message to your brain almost intensely. The nervous system keeps you thinking, reacting, and surviving every second of your life.